what's up, y'all? Y'all good? I hope so. Happy New Year's Eve, y'all. Hope everybody doing well. Baby, listen, let's see what's going on over here on Threads. Okay, we finna go over there on Threads. Cause see, I like Threads. Y'all me on Threads? If so, follow me, baby. Same name. Okay. So let's get into it. So this guy posted, calling all my black folk. Come here real quick. What does sukie mean? I.e., sukie now. Baby, when I tell you the comments are so funny. So this person responded and said, the black delegation has declined your request. Paragraph 28 subsection B explicitly prohibits the public disclosure of any colloquialisms associated with African American Vernacular English, AAVE, without prior authorization as outlined in the Black People Business Protocols. He responded, I am effing screaming. Somebody else said, we're not telling because we're tired of our language ending up on Old Navy commercials. Black folk, say nothing. We are gatekeeping at this point. No more explanations, LOL. Calling all black Americans to stop answering these questions. We're not about to start breaking down what our phrases mean in mixed company. You should know better, David. He said, y'all are letting me have it. After what y'all did to the word woke. Y'all are the reason the white folks gentrified Unk. Y'all too damn loud in here. Close the gate, y'all. It's an intruder in our community. If you were black, you would know. He said, I'm screaming. Black people are inherently born with this knowledge. Just asking is a red flag. Not nary a ninja has ever said such a thing in all my life. He said, I just choked. That's like asking, what does good googly moogly mean? It doesn't mean anything. Wink, wink. And you're loud for no reason. I was actually using my inside voice. Y'all came over here hooting and hollering. That's what the man saying to them. Somebody else said, y'all in these comments going in and I love it. You the feds. Why don't you ask Big Mama? That is, if you have a Big Mama. Somebody else said, just know, everyone in the comments is looking at you like, seriously? I love how everyone in the comments is like, nah, we not explaining nothing. Because as soon as we do, the term will be gentrified and in a Coke commercial by February. The comments passed the vibe check. More of this in 2026, please. It's our slang for sushi. California rolls to be precise. Nobody knows what it means, but it's provocative. It gets the people going. And got the nerve to be asking this during Kwanzaa, scratching my head. Go ahead on now for you piss us off now, David. Now, because this is like 6 days ago. Tell me why I hunted this down just to read the comments. I love my people. He is, when I say this man got so many laughing emojis, because he's like, what? They said none of y'all in business. They said posts like this and comments like these is the sole reason why I can't leave Threads alone. They said, I'll use another black proverb to answer your question. The game is to be sold, not told. The B is always capitalized. Also, the way you said folk is heavy on the ER. I don't trust it. What happens in this house stays in this house. And they have a meme where Bertha said, this is a scheme that Tosh set up to come to you with the booty. And he said, so you think this is a scheme Todd set up too? He said, y'all tell everything on this app, just giving all the secrets away. All it takes is an avatar with a black face. There should be a report button for those who answered this question. If you know, you don't have to ask. And if you have to ask, then you don't need to know. Baby, these comments are so funny. And when I tell you, that man is falling out laughing like, oh my goodness, y'all are too hilarious, man. So let's go to the next post, right? And this post comes, this is a before Christmas post, all right? So the lady said, so y'all, I texted my baby daddy last night and asked him was he still getting the kids some stuff. Why his wife replied from his phone. So she posted screenshot. So in the screenshot it says, hey, were you still getting the kids something for Christmas? Response, hey, he sleep, love. This is his wife. The lady responded back, hey, okay, well, when he wake up, tell him I asked about his kids. The wife responded, I'm going to be real with you. You have to start respecting marriage and boundaries. He's married now and you're texting him at 1 a.m.? That ain't cool with me. I respect your concern about your kids, but I will not allow you to text my husband after hours. Please find you one. So the wife included a picture of her and her husband. They got their hand on top of each other. It's a picture of her ring and it says stamped. She said, I'll sit this here just in case you forgot. The lady responded back, said, baby, that ring look like it's fit to cut the circulation off your hand. Like I said, please let him know I text. Good night, baby. And take your blood pressure medicine because you gonna need it as tight as that ring is. Oh my goodness. So let's get into the comments. As a wife with a bonus child, I stand by this. 1. If the child's mother is contacting him about his children, it does not matter what time it is. Respectfully, and as a mother myself, I know after dealing with the kids all day, she probably just remembered and needed to get that message out before she fell asleep and forgot again. 2, the wife is insecure, and that may be his fault, but barking at the baby mama, that's not it. So let's see what the people said to her comment. This is not about gifts at 1 a.m. It's not an emergency. I think it's disrespectful. There's no reason to be texting a married man at 1 a.m. about no gifts. It's not an emergency. Also, iPhones can schedule text now too, so she should have scheduled it to send in the morning. It's disrespectful. As a bonus mom and a wife, time is important. 1 a.m. is crazy. And what grown person needs to ask about Christmas presents? What he does in his home is his home, and what I do in mine is mine. Y'all have to stop. No matter what a mother's schedule is, you can text at a decent time. It's called boundaries and respect. The wife's response was filled with insecurity, but her comment about 1 a.m. is valid. Just because you co-parent don't mean you entitled to access any time. Respect goes a long way. I'm not responding to the mother of his children. I'm talking to my husband about it, explaining to him how it made me feel and asking him how he feels about creating boundaries. A mature conversation between husband and wife, husband and children's mother about boundaries was all that was needed here. Well, personally, don't have issues with her texting at 1 a.m. or at any time at that. Phone rules, a text message does not necessarily need a response immediately, so her sending the father of her kid's message at midnight means she wanted him to read the message first thing in the morning. What is the wife doing reading and responding to his messages anyway? Alright, so let's see what other people had to say. You're goofy for texting him at 1 a.m. His wife is goofy for responding at 1 a.m. And he's goofy for needing to be asked if he's going to get his kids Christmas gifts. And somebody responded and said, everybody is goofy and not the goofy we like from Disney. Someone else says, and this is exactly why I prefer not to date men with children. Some of y'all baby mamas don't respect boundaries and think that man belongs to you 24/7 just because you have kids together. I don't even text my female best friends too late out of respect for her marriage. If it's not an emergency, it can wait until the next day. Period. I'm going to say this, and I don't give a F what y'all say. I have 2 kids from a man. 2. I am not texting that man at 1 a.m. about no effing presents. Yes, it's about the kids. But I'll text him tomorrow, later in the day. Y'all baby mamas be feeling like y'all just got power over a ninja because y'all got kids from a man. Ain't nobody with all that. I ain't texting that man at 1 a.m. And no, I don't feel like his wife is insecure. It's 1 a.m. Them folks in the bed, dog. And the lady who made the post, she responded, if it's on my mind at 1, 2, 3, I'ma text. As a mother, you know how easily it is to forget. Now I'm texting the day before Christmas. Not like a phone call, he can reply whenever he please. So some people responded to her, said rude, pathetic, and ignorant. At 1 a.m., it's not about the kids. It's about you trying to annoy him and his wife, period. It's childish and petty. Hell, as a mother, your behind need to be asleep too at 1 a.m. Stop using your kids as an excuse to text that man at 1 a.m. Someone else said, iPhone has a send later option for text. You can schedule what time you want to send a message to avoid unnecessary memory loss. Other people said, I'm a text when it crossed my mind. It's up to you when you reply. The F? My take. He's married now. Dynamics have shifted. It costs very little to be respectful of relationships. If it's not an emergency, then it can wait. These phones have the ability to send text messages with delays to respect boundaries. You are all going to be dealing with each other for an inordinate amount of time. May as well make it as pleasant as possible. As a wife, I'm going to say this. And anybody with an issue can choke on their feet. I don't give a F. If the child's mother is contacting him about his children, it does not effing matter what time it is. After dealing with the kids all day, she probably just remembered and needed to get that message out before she fell asleep and forgot again. The wife is corny. All you had to say was, okay, no problem, and move the F on. This leads me to say, why the F do y'all date single dads just to be insecure of the baby mama? Let's see what people said to her. Oh no, this is the same person. So she continued and said, you know what? My OCD commenters keep messing with me about missing number 3. So she says, number 3, I will not allow. Girl, the F you gonna do? Block her number, put her on D&D, and now if she contacts him in case of an emergency and you make him miss that man gonna hate you. You building your own casket. Oh, and one more reminder, I do clearly state if you have a problem with what I said, go choke on your feet. I speak from a wife's perspective, and I said that 304. I said that 304 wrong, and she talking about the wife. Somebody said, new wife knows he didn't buy anything for the kids. That's why she is making this about her. This person says, if my dad's son was married, I'd never text him at 1 in the morning asking about Christmas presents. That's definitely something that can wait until appropriate hours. All of the excuses talking about if it's on my mind right then and there, I'ma ask before I forget is BS. You're not going to forget about Christmas presents being needed. Also, if it was the other way around, none of y'all would be okay with another woman texting your husband at 1 in the morning. I don't care what it's about. Boundaries are needed. I guess y'all missed the you gotta start respecting our marriage and boundaries. This is clear that they have spoken to her about things they found not appropriate and asked her to stop to respect their boundaries in marriage. This statement alone lets you know that she is not respecting their wishes, and the wife was respectful in her response. Most married people have access to each other's phones and reply back or answer the other person's phone calls or text messages. It is a normal occurrence. So y'all get down in the comments and you let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think the baby mom was doing too much? Do y'all think like it don't matter what time it is? This my baby daddy. I'm asking about our kids and that's what I'm gonna do. Do you feel like the wife was insecure? As far as her text message, do you think it was insecure, or do you think it became insecure once she had to show a picture of a ring? Like, let me know what y'all think about that. Get down in the comments and let's talk about it. And now let's talk about this last one, okay? Okay, so let's get into the last one. And this lady says, can I tell y'all something? I've never had a Coach bag. I always wanted one since middle school. All the girlies had the monogram bag and shoes. Not me. My husband and kids bought me a monogram shoulder bag for Christmas, and the tears I cried, I could have made a river. I might go buy a baby fat bubble coat to step outside. It may seem small to some, but it's a big deal to me. And believe it or not, there were people in her comments saying, Coach? Girl, I've been wearing Coach since middle school. Like, girl, Coach, you do know they got an outlet, right? And you can use Klarna. They said, well, I guess you didn't really want much, huh? That's what you was crying about? A Coach bag? What, you couldn't afford it or something? Somebody else said, girl, you could have went to the outlet mall and got a Coach bag for $150. And I was like, wow, like, just because she said she been wanting a Coach bag since middle school, sometimes there are things that you wanted, but you just never got around to getting it, or you never really thought about it. It's just something in your head that you wanted. But the fact that she talked about this and her husband and her kids heard her, or they listened to what she said, like, oh, she talk about this a lot, I think we should get this. That will make a person feel seen. You know what I'm saying? Not that y'all think the lady broke. And after people were being so negative, a lot of people came in showing support. So they were like, so what we're not going to do is entertain the miserable people in these comments. I got my very first new Coach bag this Christmas, and I legit screamed all over the house. It's not about the money or the label or whatever. It's about being seen and loved in ways you appreciate. Happy for you. If you haven't posted yet, let's see yours. I bought myself a Lisa Frank coloring book the other day, and little me was very happy. People are going to leave comments trying to dump on your joy because they have none. They're pathetic. I'm happy for you. Getting things we always wanted from childhood, no matter how big or small, is incredibly healing. The woman responded, it's already starting, talking about the negative comments. Someone else had casually mentioned to my husband, I want to start collecting Dooney and Burke purses, and I got this for Christmas. It does feel so good to feel loved and seen. And that's a cute Dooney bag, baby. It should be a big deal to you. I'm so happy for you, and I know just how you feel. I have wanted a Tiffany & Company silver bracelet with a return to Tiffany & Company charm on it for over 30 years. My husband does not think to buy jewelry, but this year he saw it in the browser history on my laptop while looking for gift ideas, and voila, it's now on my wrist. Married 37 years, and he can still surprise me. I heard about your post while scrolling and came over to congratulate you and follow because we need cheerleaders that celebrate our wins. So happy for you. This is dope. I literally just posted that I always wanted a black Coach bag, and the girlies in the comments inspired me to get one. I just bought one from the Coach outlet 30 minutes ago. I can't wait for it to get here. Someone said, girl, I love this for you. My dream purse was a Michael Kors special edition Manhattan crossbody. I googled it online for years. Retailed at $700. Maybe someday. Then it went to outlet and it was $300. Still too much? Maybe someday. Then the outlet store had an extra 40% off sale that stacked with coupon codes. Got my $700 dream purse for like $100 as a gift to myself for landing a new job. It's dumb. I am not a designer type girly, but I love this purse so much. We deserve this joy. And a lot of the comments, she did delete them. Like a lot of the negative comments. This woman says, I'm the youngest of 6, and I never got the 64 box of crayons with the sharpener. My husband and I were talking about our childhood shortly after we married, and I told him about the crayons. He bought me a box for Christmas that year. 30 years of marriage and 2 strong daughters later, and I still have those crayons. Baby, my husband taking me to Cabbage Patch Land for my 45th birthday. I can't wait. They said, I feel you. I got my much wanted Adidas tracksuit and Sambas and was so happy about it. It's not that I couldn't go buy it. I just never did. And my husband knew I wanted it, so he got it for me. Enjoy your bag. Sis, I got a Coach bag too. I love it. Now I'm shopping for some boots to go with it. Merry Christmas, and thank goodness both our families got it right this year. I've always satisfied myself with thrifted Coach purses. My husband bought me my first brand new one for Christmas. I grew up in a house where we couldn't ask for Christmas presents ever. I always wanted a rainbow bright doll and never got one. My husband bought me one this year. He even attached a note from Santa. Wasn't allowed to believe in him either, explaining how my doll got lost in his sleigh years ago. I'm 43 and cried like a baby. I'm 36 years old and my man bought me my first North Face coat simply because I needed a winter coat. Can I tell you, the teenager in me just about tipped over. I was so excited. I'm 53 and still want the strawberry shortcake doll that I never got. I think I overbuy stuff now because of not being able to have the things I wanted in childhood. I wish I could remember one thing I wanted and never got so I can go get it for myself right now. I got my sister and I both American Girl dolls this holiday, and my partner said we both reacted the same way upon opening them. I love this. It got a different meaning once it's a gift from loved ones. All I wanted as a girl in the 90s was an American Girl Addie doll. My mom was a single parent in the DC area, but best she could do was the book series. Fast forward to Christmas 2011, I'm a first-time mom with a 6-month-old baby girl. I had one last gift to open in front of my entire family. My American Girl Addie doll. I sobbed like a baby. I was 27 years old. I love this for you. Y'all, get down in the comments and tell me, has this ever happened to you? Like something that you've always wanted, you talked about it, and somebody in your life surprised you with it? Or are there some things that as a child or as a young adult or as an adult right now that you've always wanted and you haven't gotten it for yourself, no one else has gotten it? Or maybe there was a situation where you did get it and you're like, dang, they was really listening to me. Like, that's so cool. I love them so much. Y'all get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about these 3 posts from Threads. And I'll talk to y'all later.